So you've got that fire in your belly. You're looking at your day job, you're looking at your life, and you're thinking, there has to be more. I know that feeling. I lived it. Starting a business isn't just about making money, it's about taking control of your own destiny. It's about building something from scratch, something that is yours. This is a huge decision, no doubt about it. It's scary, it's risky. But let me tell you, the reward of seeing your own idea come to life, of serving customers who love what you do, is a feeling that no paycheck can ever buy. It's the ultimate expression of your potential. Let's be real for a second. The world is full of people with great ideas, but ideas are cheap. Execution is everything. The difference between the person dreaming on their couch and the person ringing the opening bell at the stock exchange is action. It's the willingness to step into the arena and get your hands dirty. Before you even think about a product, a logo, or a business name, you need to look in the mirror and ask yourself one simple question. Why? Why do you want to do this? Is it for freedom? For wealth? To solve a problem that drives you crazy? To leave a legacy? Your why is your fuel. It's what will get you out of bed on the tough days. When you're facing rejection, when you're running on fumes, when you feel like quitting, you have to connect back to that core reason. Your why is your foundation. Without a strong one, your business will crumble under pressure. Once you know your why, it's time to hunt for your winning idea. The best business ideas don't come from a flash of genius. They come from solving problems. Look around you. What are people complaining about? Solve a real problem for real people and they will gladly pay you. You have your idea. You're fired up. You're ready to go. Hold on. Pumping the brakes right now is the smartest move you can make. This is the research phase, and it's where you separate dreams from reality. You need to become an expert on your market. Who are your customers? I mean, really, who are they? How old are they? Where do they live? What do they do for a living? What are their habits? The more you know about your target audience, the easier it will be to create a product they love and a message that reaches them. Next, you need to spy on your competition. Don't be discouraged if you find competitors, it's actually a good sign. Now study them relentlessly. What are they doing right? What are they doing wrong? Read their customer reviews, especially the bad ones. The negative reviews are a gold mine of information, telling you exactly where the gaps are in the market. Ideas and research are great, but without a plan, they're just a hobby. You need a business plan. Now don't get intimidated. This doesn't have to be a 100-page document that would bore a librarian to tears. At its core, a business plan is simply your strategy written down. It's your roadmap that outlines where you are, where you want to go, and exactly how you're going to get there. It forces you to think through all the critical aspects of your business, mission, and vision, marketing strategy, financial projections. It's your blueprint for success. Your plan should start with a clear and concise executive summary. This is the elevator pitch for your entire business. Then, you'll dive into the details. Describe your company, the problem you're solving, your unique solution. It's your North Star. When you face a tough decision, you can go back to your plan. Alright, so every business needs fuel to run, and that fuel is capital. This is honestly the step that stops a lot of would-be entrepreneurs in their tracks. They think, I don't have thousands of dollars in the bank, so I can't start. But that's a myth. The truth is there are actually many ways to fund a business, and you don't always need a huge investment to get started. The first and most common source of funding is your own pocket. This is called bootstrapping, using your own savings, working a day job to fund your side hustle, being incredibly frugal. Bootstrapping is tough, but it gives you 100% control of your company. You are your own boss, in every sense of the word. Now, if your savings aren't enough, the next circle to look to is your friends and family. Treat it like a formal business transaction, put everything in writing. As you grow, you might consider more traditional funding routes like small business loans. To get one of these, you'll need that solid business plan we just talked about. Financial literacy is honestly the language of business. If you don't speak it, you can't win the game. You know, you can have the best product in the world, but if nobody knows about it, you don't have a business, you have a museum. This is where branding and marketing come in. Your brand is so much more than just a cool logo or a catchy name. It's the entire experience your customer has with your company. It's your story, it's your reputation. It's what people say about you when you're not in the room. Your brand should reflect your why and connect with your target customer on an emotional level. So, what do you want people to feel when they think of your business? Define it. Once you have your brand identity, it's time to shout your message from the rooftops. That's marketing. In the beginning, you probably won't have a big budget, and honestly that's okay. Some of the most effective marketing strategies are free. It's called hustle. Get on social media. Don't just post ads, provide value. Create tutorials, engage with your community. Start an email list from day one. It's one of the most powerful assets you can own. People buy from those they trust. The moment of truth has arrived. You've done your research, made your plan, and built your brand. It's time to launch. This is the point where perfectionism can kill your dream. So many entrepreneurs wait for the perfect moment. Here's a secret. Perfect doesn't exist. Your launch won't be perfect. A link will be broken. A supplier will be late. A customer will complain. That's not failure. That's business. The goal is not a flawless launch. Get your business out into the world to learn from real customers. Your launch day is just day one. It's the starting line, not the finish line. You need a launch plan. Whatever you choose, communicate it clearly. Use your email list and social media to count down. Offer an exclusive launch day discount. Make it an event people want to join. Congratulations, you've launched your business. You're making sales, you have customers, you're an entrepreneur. Now, the real work begins. Getting started is one thing, but staying in business and growing is a whole different challenge. Transition from running to strategically scaling. Build systems so the business can grow without you. Automate. Monitor cash flow constantly. Cash flow is the lifeblood. Keep a close eye on your profit margins. Never stop learning. Now you have the 7 steps. 1. Find your why and your idea. 2. Do your homework. 3. Make a plan. 4. Secure the funding. 5. Build your brand and marketing. 6. Launch and learn. 7. Scale and grow. Your journey starts now. Take that first step. For more daily motivation and no-nonsense business advice to keep you on the path to success, make sure to subscribe to the Finance Hatch. Let's build this future together.